and 2. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, they're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Four yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
They've got to give kudos to the offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation and seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Fitu Melifonwu up to make the tackle there.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's fourth down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Here's Gibson to start the drive. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The Lions at 8-4 now in the year, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And even though it's the offense with the ball now, how about that defense last week? They pitched a shutout. It's really more like a no-hitter because they absolutely dominated that game from the opening whistle. An absolute masterpiece.
Watson going to keep it again. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And more on that one, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing lead. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles, 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness. Go pick it up.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. We're scoreless after 1. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Watson on third down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 5 yards remain on second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The pressure there on third down, forcing the air pass. 4th down coming up.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right?
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Detroit. 52 yards. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. Gibson will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, and turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Lions 10, Panthers 7. Zane Gonzalez is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for Detroit. And even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
After the run, Watson going to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, And it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Lions 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A give to Gibson running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Lions have retaken the lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. To kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 31.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage trying to pick up first downs. That big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Ready, break.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double up and pick up 6. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll try and throw for it here. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one is incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there and help him force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
On the set.
They'll send Marshall in motion left.
Field.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. Let's sort this out here. So roughing the passer here, even though said passer wasn't a quarterback.
And this is a call, partner, I think you might see once a decade or so. But the officials know the rules better than anyone, and you have to know them when you're on the field. Anyone throwing the ball gets the same protection as a quarterback. So if he gets hit late, that's definitely going to draw a flag.
So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Watson, off play action. Goes out left. It's caught by Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams with his second touchdown of the night. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following a touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And that'll be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Take it to him. Don't let him rest. Yes, son. Eat him up. Come on, man.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now he'll dump it underneath fake to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Slot man moves right. 2nd and 6. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. That winds up pushing it back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in this second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
They'll try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Gibson on the read option. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Here's Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. It's Williams on the catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 81 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 11th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at him, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards to pick up there. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
It almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Right back to him on first down. Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one. Confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive is going pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire
I come alive in the dawn.